Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hello everyone, this is Sam Mowers here and welcome to episode 549 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, eToro is going public with an SPAC merger. Marathon has reported its Q4 2020 financial results, and NetSense is launching an NFT division. Just before we get into the show, though, a quick reminder that if you enjoy this podcast, please feel free to share it or leave us a review. I'd also recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. Some of these include the Clean Tech and Climate Change podcast, as well as the Cannabis podcast. Both of those will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. Multi-asset investment platform eToro Group Limited has entered into a definitive business combination agreement with Special Purpose Acquisition Company, or SPAC, Fintech Acquisition Corp. V. That trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol FTCV. The combined companies will operate as eToro Group Limited, which is expected to be listed on the NasDaq. According to the press release, eToro is expected to have an estimated implied equity value of approximately $10.4 billion at closing, reflecting an implied enterprise value for eToro of approximately $9.6 billion. Betsy Cohen, the chairman of the board of directors of Fintech V, said, quote, "In the last few years, eToro has solidified its position as the leading online social trading platform outside the U.S., outlined its plans for the U.S. market, and diversified its income streams. It is now at an inflection point of growth, and we believe eToro is exceptionally positioned to capitalize on this opportunity." End quote. Marathon Digital Holdings, Inc., which trades on the NasDaq under the ticker symbol MARA, has reported its financial results for the fourth quarter and fiscal year ended December 31st, 2020. Some Q4 highlights include the purchase of 90,000 of the industry's most efficient Bitcoin miners, bringing the company's mining fleet to approximately 103,120 miners capable of producing 10.37 exahash per second by the first quarter of 2022. Marathon CFO Sim Saltzman said, quote, "Financially, 2020 was highlighted by a 268% increase in revenue year over year and a substantial improvement to our balance sheet. We ended the year with $216.1 million in cash and cash equivalents, which compares to less than $1 million in cash at the end of 2019. While the price of Bitcoin and the network difficulty rate are subject to change, our mining operations are expected to produce at approximately 90% gross margins, which gives us confidence that we will see improvements in our financial metrics over the coming quarters as we continue to build out our mining operations." End quote. Crypto payments firm NetSense Technology, Inc., which trades on the CSE under the ticker symbol NC, along with its partner, the Human Interest Group, is creating a specific internal division around non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. Clayton Moore, the founder and CEO of NetSense, had this to say, quote, "The growth of the NFT is as important as the creation of the smart contract as an enhancement of the traditional Bitcoin technologist. We are putting massive resources behind this as part of our transaction ecosystem strategy. New use cases for NFTs are being created daily, and because of their very nature, there will be more NFTs than altcoins within months. NFTs are a $1 trillion opportunity and will become a $1 trillion asset class pretty quickly. We have already seen a single NFT trade for millions, so $1 trillion is easy to imagine, likely eclipsing cryptocurrency in the near term. Hold on to your shorts." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss of investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Play Music, and most audio platforms available.